Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to Let's Talk Friday. I am your host, Join us. And in the studio with me is Madam Kyra. Kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, I'm Kyra Chimvia, your guest for today. How is everyone?
All right, tonight we have yet another beautiful topic which says career women and relationships or marriage. We've heard a lot of women complaining to say, in fact, men complaining to say, marrying a career woman has got some advantages. Kindly join us in this conversation tonight as we go on a short break.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos. As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and we show you how the face of Kasama has changed each and every moment. Our production crew has now advanced in streaming live in full HD up to 4K. Lono Studios is well equipped for the service. We have 4K cameras for high resolution, DJI drone for aerial view, live streaming video switcher, gimbal for smooth rotation of an object, and many more equipments. You can book us for live streaming to render your services in sport activities, church services, road shows, corporate meetings and workshops, social gatherings, and many more adventure activities. Book your session now on 0973 173461. Visit or like our Facebook page at Lono TV. Love ain't no bonus.
Welcome back, our beautiful viewers. As I already said, don't forget to like the page, follow it, and share the video. Okay. So, coming back to our topic for tonight, who is a career woman?
All right, thank you for that question. So before I define or I talk about a career woman, I would first define the word career.
Yes.
So if we go back, career, this is an occupation you're trained in or doing something that will put food on your table. So going back to your question, I would say a career woman is a woman who has an occupation, a job, and works to make money.
Okay, wow. So, does being in a relationship affect one's career?
All right. Being in a relationship should not affect your career.
Okay.
Or a relationship should not affect your career. So what this simply means is that when you have a career, you need to sit down with your husband, anybody you're in a relationship, discuss about the way forward, what you're supposed to do in your career, what you're supposed to do in your relationship, so that everyone is aware of what is coming next and what is there to be done.
Okay, I asked this question because there are some men who don't want their wife to work. If they marry for the house. Despite you having the degree, the diploma, a certificate of anything, they just don't want you to work. How do you come to terms with that as someone who's career oriented?
All right. On that one, what I can say is that as a woman, you need to talk, you need to discuss with your husband. For example, you said as a career-oriented person. For instance, I would give an example. Your husband, who has not oriented their wife into a career or anything like a business, it becomes very difficult. We've got situations where the husband is chased out of a workplace.
Yeah.
We've got situations where the husband has died. What happens to the family that is left behind if that woman was not career oriented? So there is need for you and your husband sit down, discuss what you're going to do, the benefits, and everything about your career.
Okay, because they marry for the house. They want you to take care of the house, to do the chores, to look after the kids. They want their kids to grow with that love of a mother around them, knowing to say him as a man is going to provide, as a provider.
Okay, on that one, what I can say is that being career oriented doesn't mean the wife is not going to be there for the kids. The wife is not going to be there for the husband. No, you just need to divide your time. You need to give yourself time to go for work. You need to give yourself time to be with your kids. You need to give yourself time for your husband.
Okay, that
Yeah.
actually brings me to this question. A woman who's pursuing a career, can she be a good mother or wife? Because I have asked this. I've actually asked this because you would find that certain jobs requires you to be there from maybe 5 or 6 till somewhere 18 or even 19. And looking at the period of time that you spend at work, I don't think it's possible to actually manage work and looking after the house. So how does one manage that kind of situation?
Okay, if you got me right from way behind, I said you really need to divide time. Being a career woman doesn't mean you can't be a good mother. No. It's still what you need is just to give yourself time. You divide your time. That's why you find that in most cases, career women, in most cases, we've got business women, we've got, if you've heard of Z Farmer, if you've
Yeah, I
heard of,
have.
there are a lot of people. We've got our DC in Kasama.
Yes.
All those people are career women, career
Yeah.
oriented. But when we come in the real sense, they also have families. They've got children.
Yeah,
They've
do.
got husbands. How do they manage? They are managing everything. So women should just come up, rise up. They should be career oriented. For them to be something in life, they should be contributing to the family, not just where you're home doing nothing.
Housewife.
Yeah.
Some people say being a housewife is actually a good job. But it's actually also a job because you have to, look after a home, do the chores, make sure everything is in place, you cook, you have to prepare for the family, everything for the family. I think it's also a job on its own.
Yeah, like seriously, being a career woman doesn't just mean you have to work, maybe be a teacher. You can be a businesswoman.
Yeah.
You can have a garden at home, sell something. What is there is for you to contribute something on the table.
Bring something to the table.
Like seriously.
Okay, so what are some of the challenges that career women face in marriages?
Wow, good question. I
Yes.
think there are a number of challenges that career women face in their homes. For instance, I would give an example where you're supposed to be at work. At the same time, you're also supposed to be at home, taking care of the house chores and everything.
Yes.
I would give an example. There was a time when I needed to attend my child's graduation. But at the same time, I was needed at work. So now what you do, those are some of the challenges that come in. You're not, most of the time, you fail to meet up with your family. But as it goes, you just need to enjoy it and ride it. The other challenges, where we're coming from, we've got families, in-laws, and so on. Those people, they've got high expectations of that career
Yes.
woman,
Yes.
So what happens is that sometimes you don't tend to meet up with their expectations.
Yes.
So that becomes a challenge.
They're like, vamos vana kashmau paga, tabasangana panganda, tabame pikilat. Okay,
Yeah.
I think let me read some of the comments that we have so that we go on a short break.
All right.
Okay, so there's a comment from Mofia Kapanga. Go Skyla Kaira. Then there's William Kawechangopa. What a nice topic. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Then there's Alpha Zambia. Wow. Alpha Zambia just emojis. Then there's William Kawechangopa watching. Okay, thank you so much. Alpha Zambia, we see you, Apo. Faith M Kangwa following. Sarah Chilufia, you both look amazing. Loving the show. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's my girl, Skylar, Kyra, following as I travel. All right. So join us and keep the comments coming after this short break.
Lono Studios cares about your memories, and what better way to keep your memories than having pictures and videos? As Lono Studios, we cover events such as weddings, kitchen parties, chilanga mulilo, birthday parties, as well as corporate events. If you are looking for quality pictures and videos for such events, look no further than Lono Studios. Visit and like our Facebook page at LonoZM.
Welcome back. Keep the comments coming. Kindly share this video and invite your friends to also like the Lono page and as well as our YouTube channel. Okay, so getting back to the topic, is getting a maid an option for a better marriage?
Yeah, like what I would say is yes. Getting a maid as a career woman, as a married woman is an option. And why I say it's an option, it depends. Whereby you've got so many dependents, maybe who are not even doing anything, dependents who are just there sitting down, they're not going to school, they're not working. Why should one get a maid when you have got such people at your place? Then again, in other instances, it could be a need in the sense that maybe you're just you, your husband, and maybe and the kids, and maybe the kid is just 3 years old. You need to go for work, both your husband and you, at 6 hours. So what happens to the kid at home?
Now the issue of maids. The issue of maids. I think a lot of marriages are actually on the rocks because of the issue of maids. You know, we've seen a lot of people share their terrible experiences with maids seducing their husbands. There are situations where you knock off late and your husband knock off early, and there's that tension.
Okay, on that one, what I would say is that when you have a maid at home, you need to give them specific roles to do.
Okay.
For instance, mostly we get maids so that they will just help us with housekeeping, maybe washing plates, sweeping the house, and so on. But you find that some other women tend...
Most women, 3/4 of the women in our 21st century, their maids even sweep their bedrooms. In fact, even washing their husband's clothes. Is it even right?
Not really. No, what I was saying, you really need to give them specific roles. For instance, what you've said, why should a maid sweep my own bedroom where I sleep?
Because you're lazy.
Not really.
Okay.
So you need to come in, give that maid as in specific roles to do.
Yes.
It's not everything that a maid can do. In other women's homes, you find that the maid even cooking for their husband,
Most
ironing
the
and
clothes.
all that.
Yes.
So men tend to say, no, Kylie maid, they which the
Fiance.
fiance. So as a result, we have such cases.
I think if it's on the cooking part and the washing, my mother really cautioned me. She was like, you should never allow another woman to cook for your husband when he's still alive.
Definitely.
Because if yakulia, wafia. Okay, so is it important for a woman to be career oriented?
Yeah, like we discussed previously,
Yeah.
I would say 100%. 100% a woman should be career oriented.
They're just those who are just lazy, like they just want everything to be done for them.
Honestly, there's no one who is lazy to do something. They become lazy because you choose you choose for them what they're supposed to do. As what you're supposed to do as a husband, maybe a friend, a sister, or anything, you're supposed to come in, ask them what they really want to do. Let them tell them what they can do. If it's business, support them into their business. If it's a profession, support them in such cases, not whereby you impose something on them. That's what I can say about this.
They're just women. Allah twalipu sana. Bafafye file isafe but what is your advice to those women? Because I remember you mentioned something like there are instances where the husband dies and then you don't even have what to, get the funeral money. You literally have no idea where even to start from when your husband dies. So what is your advice to such kind of women?
Okay, so
especially to the women who've got well-to-do men.
To me, I would still tell them to do something. In life, always do something. Because those are the same people you find that their husbands die and they have nowhere to go. The benefits come out, what comes out, they've been given money, they fail to do anything with them. Hence, they tend to turn up being what I can call dummy. So like seriously, every woman out there, I advise you to start doing something. It can be little, but your effort pays it all. That's what I can say.
And coming back to what you said, being a career-oriented woman, you are supposed to divide time.
Yes.
How do you divide time for your social life, for your family, and for your career?
Wow.
Because some women don't even have time for themselves.
Okay, like how do you divide time? First, before you divide time, once you start your career, you need to sit down with your husband, talk about everything. Talk about your career. Is it business that you want to do? And make sure when you talk about everything, make sure that when you start your business, your husband is aware of every move that you're taking. Don't leave your husband imagining, guessing, or assuming.
There are instances where you are working and your husband is working, then you meet. And careers like... let me give you an example of maybe a CEO, maybe you're the one who's actually in charge of that particular place. And it demands you to be there as early as possible and knocking off as late as possible. How do you divide your time? Oh, wow, there are flexible careers out there.
Yeah, like seriously, just like there are days when you're needed to go away from your family, maybe for weeks, months, days. That's why I said when I just started, I said mostly engage your husband in everything that you do. For instance, I'm starting off for work at 6 hours, I'm knocking off at 20 hours. If my husband is aware of all that, I don't think there'll be a problem. A problem comes in if I'm not involving him in my programs. I'm knocking off late. I'm supposed to inform him, hey baby, I'm not coming back early this night. So that my husband is aware of every step that I'm taking. If you're going out with your friends, tell your husband, babe, I'm not coming home because I'm going out with my friends. Now,
and there are kids home.
Now,
I think a lot of men would be against that. So I'm not coming home because I'm going out with my friends.
But at least your husband is going to be aware. Rather, you don't tell him, then you just meet maybe at Lagos, you meet somewhere where you're not even supposed to know, to be. For him, he knows you're at work, and then you meet somewhere at Kaka. What happens to your relationship?
It goes on rocks. I saw a certain post on social media where a woman just knocked off from work, and the husband required her to cook a meal that could actually, it required you to have that enough time. And when she said no, she said she's tired, she's from work. And when she said no, he called the side chick, loudspeaker, and told the side chick to actually prepare. And the side chick was like, okay, I'll prepare. And the husband got the car keys and moved out.
Oops. On that one, what I can say is that a husband should be there to support you. A good partner is always supporting your goals, and you make sure that you accomplish everything that you intend to attain. For that husband who just call the side chick and everything, I don't think there is understanding. There's no good communication in between. Because honestly, once I explained to my husband, this and this I'm not able to do because this is what happened to me. It's supposed to be there. It's supposed to understand me.
Proper communication.
Yeah, like seriously.
Okay, so let me read some of the comments. Sarah Chilufia comments, today's world, it's good to have an intelligent better half rather than a dummy. To the single men out there looking for a better half, please find yourself an intelligent working woman who knows what she's doing. Ecclesiastes 10 verse 19. There's Pam Mumamsonda. She says, watching oh, go girl. Mulongo Mazuwa, just emojis. Kestas Mambo Kaira Taonga Kaira, watching from Ndola, Zambia. Thank you so much. Karu Zimana, watching you, my friend. Charit Chandam Kalamba, very educative, following from Livingston. Hello by Livingston. It's good you're watching. Patience Musonda, watching. Kayombo Shtepamsumba, proud of you, mommy. And the kids are watching too. Then there's Viachi Kaira, just emojis. Then there's Kesta Mambo Kaira, wow. Starboy watching. Okay, I think getting back to the topic, being a career woman also has got disadvantages and advantages. It does.
100%.
What are some of the advantages of being a career woman before we go to the disadvantages?
Yeah, mostly we start with the good one.
Yes, we start with the good things.
Yes, I'll talk of the advantages to be when you as a man or as a family, you have a career woman. Mostly, the woman will be able to provide, will be able to even not just providing financially, even wisdom, like she's going to be wise, she's going to motivate you, she's going to help you in everything. It's easy for them to understand because that woman will be intelligent and sharp.
Wait.
Uh-huh.
There are actually some uneducated women who are very intelligent than the educated ones.
Like seriously, if
Because-
we go back, I said a career woman is someone who is trying to put food on the table.
Yes.
Someone who has a job. It could be a business. It could be anything. It's not just professional wise. So even mostly, even women who are not educated are intelligent. And once your woman understands what you're doing, they'll be able to guide you. You know, sometimes our husbands come back home tired.
Yes.
They complain to us. They are complaining. They
need
issues,
ideas.
you know. So you're there as a woman to help your husband cool off, calm down, and everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are some of the advantages. Then when we come to the disadvantages, the disadvantages are a lot. You find that there are women, lack of better terms, I would say, women who are not brought up well. You find that they have their job, they are getting more salaries than their husbands,
Yes.
or they are just doing it in life. They tend to treat their husbands less. You know, when we go in the Bible, it says a man is the
Head of the house, definitely.
But that they tend to remove it because they
I'm
are
working
doing it.
and I'm actually getting a higher salary than him. I'm the man of the house.
You get it. Even
Yes.
if I'm not working, you go, I'm just doing a business, but I'm doing it, you see? So those are some of the disadvantages. The other thing is there is less time. You spend less time with your family because most of the time you're at work. Maybe you're in town working from Chishimba, you're a teacher at Chishimba Primary
Yes.
School. most of the time you'll be there. The only time you're coming back, maybe it's 15 and your kids are not even knocked off. Maybe they're at Muse, they knock off at 16, maybe 15. By the time they are coming, they're tired. So you have
Until
less
they
work
just sleep.
Yeah. So you have less time to spend with your family. And even the other disadvantage, maybe, I don't know how you would put it, like mostly you find that your husband is on transfer. You see, like I would give an example. There was a time my husband was transferred to Siavonga, and I remained in Chishimba.
Chishimba,
Yeah,
that far.
me being a teacher at a school like Chishimba Primary School, so I remained there. So what really happens, mostly, in most cases, it's a woman who starts pushing for a transfer to
Why?
join the...
Why should it be the woman, not the other way around?
You know, like traditionally, a woman is always trained to be a wife. So you would not start competing with your husband.
Don't you think that's not okay? Why can't he? Why can't he push for a transfer? Maybe he's got more chances of even being transferred back, or being transferred to where you are.
On that one, that's why I would still go back. Like, if we go back, once your husband says, no, come here, there's nothing that you're going to do. You just have to push in and go there. Him being the
head of the house.
The head of the house. You just have to support him.
You have to be a submissive wife.
Definitely.
Okay, and what if the chances are that it's not possible?
That's why you need to come in as a couple. You need to come in, talk about things. If it's him who needs to move, let him move and join with you. If it's you who needs to move, then it's better that you move. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be on one side, no. It's supposed to be on a two-sided thing, yeah. That's what I can say about this.
Okay, let me read some of the comments that we have so that we can go on a short break.
Thank you.
Okay, so well articulated from Mofia Kapanga. Well done, Skyla Kyra. Super proud of you, my friend. Then there's Claudius Mwewa, just hands. Okay, thank you. Naomi Msonda, one love, my number, watching from Kitwe. Naomi Msonda again, watching from Kitwe. Go girls, my sis, on love. Okay, so keep the comments coming. We're going on a short break.
Great news from Lono Studios, a safe place for entertainment, advertisement, broadcasting, and social interaction. You can now advertise your goods and services on Lono TV at a very affordable price. You know publicity makes a good business stand out. You can get yourself a TV advert, radio advert, Lono TV Facebook page post, TV program sponsor shout out. Remember, at a very affordable price. You can also digitalize your business by subscribing to our digital marketing packages so as to advertise your business on social media platforms and websites, e.g. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. You can subscribe to a bronze package, silver package, or golden package and get yourself that social media business boost. More followers, more customers, more sales. Lono Studios, we are here to show the world what you have while you sit back and do your business. Come show the world the beauty of your products and services.
Welcome back, welcome back. Keep the comments coming. Keep sharing the video. Okay, I think we're getting to the conclusion.
Wow, finally.
We're getting to the conclusion. What are your last words? Don't make them brief. Don't make them brief.
Definitely.
Yeah, what is your advice? The conclusion? What can you tell women out there? And first, why is it that most goal-oriented women actually are not married? Before you reach the conclusion part, why is it that this is actually a very serious issue.
Yeah, like
most
seriously.
women who are working, doing well, can do anything for themselves. It's really hard to get a man.
I think on that part, I would say the negative part is from the men themselves.
How?
Men are scared of women who are doing it in life.
Why?
They are scared of maybe they think that woman has already made it in life. There's nothing that I'm going to contribute. They are scared that they will not be able to control that woman. But honestly speaking, things like that are not even there. Do not even exist.
They do.
Not really. Not
Most women, listen to me, Madam Kyra. Most women who are doing well have pride as well to say. Especially if you tend to, start happening when you're still in your 20s. You're like, this is not the type of man I want. This is not my type. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have this. Look at the kind of clothes he's wearing. This is not my type. You see that kind of thing. I think that also chases away men.
honestly speaking, on that part, if there are women who want men who are already there, men who are dressing up nicely, it's your responsibility as a woman to make a man be who you want them to
yeah.
be. If you want him to be putting on shorts, it's your responsibility. Make him start putting on those shorts, buying those shorts. Again, when we come to a real sense on the part of men, I think it's high time men got to know, as in you should get to know that woman on your own. Some women are just fear, like you are just scared of them,
yeah.
approaching them. Maybe they are not even scary. They are not even all that. Take time to know somebody based on what you discover yourself.
Men get intimidated for the fact
Let
that
them not be.
she looks good, she's beautiful. Look at the kind of hair
Go
she's
for-
wearing.
Like seriously, go for her.
Go for her.
Like, seriously.
I think they tend to think to say, am I going to be able to provide?
That doesn't even really matter. When you're in a relationship, whether you're doing it, you're making a lot of money, you're making it, you need to come in as a couple. You'll find once you're married, there's nothing like she gets a lot of money, he gets a lot of money. No, you need to sit down as a couple, manage your finances together. You don't have to do it alone. It doesn't, even him, let him not do it alone. No, do it as a couple, and you see things to be smooth and fine.
Okay, lucky are the women who get. Let me not finish this statement. Let me not finish the statement. Okay, we have, I think, 3 more comments. Gilbert Simtami, beautiful. Thank you so much, my one Kestas Mambo Kyra. Very proud of you, CC. We need more of such women in our society.
Thank you.
Patricia Msonda, my one and cheerful sister. Keep up the good work. Erastus Kyra, very educative and well articulated. Okay. What are your last words to the goal-oriented women who are finding it hard to actually make their marriage work, who are finding it hard to have time for themselves, to have time for their family, and they don't know how to divide time, and there's that pressure? What is your advice?
All right, I would first start with the men. I would advise men to find themselves women who are intelligent, and also to make sure that their women are career oriented, because in life there are a lot of challenges that we face. There are a lot of things that come in. Imagine you're chased away from your work. Imagine you die. What will happen to the kids that you have in your woman? So you just need to make sure that your woman is career oriented. Then to the women, I would advise them, women, go out there, work, enjoy what you're doing, and the ride will be smooth. Don't depend on a man alone. Make sure that you're independent. Make sure that you're empowered. Make sure that you're there, you're making it in life, and everything will be smooth, and you're going to enjoy your marriage.
Thank you so much. It's really been a blessing to have you. I think people have actually learned a lot of things. If you are having issues on how to divide time, on men, if you're having issues debating if you should get a goal-oriented woman, or just yeah, you've been advised to pick someone who can actually advise you, who can actually help you financially as well. It's really been a pleasant evening. And I think until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
We show you how the face of Kasama has changed each and every moment. Our production crew has now advanced in streaming live in full HD up to 4K. Lono Studios is well equipped for the service. We have 4K cameras for high resolution, DJI drone for aerial view, live streaming video switcher, gimbal for smooth rotation of an object, and many more equipments. You can book us for live streaming to render your services in sport activities, church services, road shows, corporate meetings and workshops, social gatherings, and many more adventure activities. Book your session now on 0973 173461. Visit or like our Facebook page at Lono TV. Love and no bonus.